rude of me. I knew I should have knocked first. It's such an old habit of mine to pop in and out of places whenever one's needed. It's much faster than walking to and fro across creation. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You asked me who I was. Well, my dear, sweet Cinderella, I am Navi, your fairy godmother. My what? Your fairy godmother, dear. Once upon a yesteryear, the great and powerful Oz asked me to watch over you. I had not come before because you had not needed me. But tonight, I could not help overhearing your wishing.
Thank you.
Oh, I was dreaming, really, of what it would be like to attend a ball. Oh, well, I don't discriminate. Dreaming and wishing are quite the same in my book. So, you would like to go to the prince's, bride-finding ball, would you? So I should have just enough magic to make it work. It doesn't matter. She has to go, otherwise the whole story will be ruined and never work out properly. Borrow some. My dear Cinderella, your dreams will become reality. You are going to attend this ball. But will my step-family recognize me? And my stepmother, she'll lock me in the kitchen for months. Oh, don't fret about them. They're far too short-sighted to see past their heavily powdered noses. When I'm through with you, Cinderella, no one will recognize you for who or what you are. But how? Don't worry about that. That's my department. Otherwise, I'd be outsourced. Oh, heavens. Let's see. You are short, dear. That's all right. All the best people are. Snow White was 4'9", and her descendant Napoleon was. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's see. What was your phrase? Got this. Sugar plum fairies and unconscious dreams restore her to glory, and then time seems. What? That usually works. It's still on. That's for Sleeping Beauty. She's getting married next week.
Ooh.
Let's see, what was your phrase again? May the sweetness of your spirit and the warmth of your smile adorn me outwardly. No, I messed it up again. May the sweetness of your spirit and the purity of your soul adorn thee outwardly. May the purity of your heart and the warmth of your smile bring him on one knee. It worked. Oh, fairy godmother, this dress, it's made for a princess, and I'm a maid. Cinderella, you possess all the grace and love required a princess, and you're a true-born daughter of a gentleman. Therefore, tonight I decided to dress you as one. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome, dear, but there's one more thing I need to tell you. Yes? Oh, glass slippers. Why, these are the prettiest things I've ever seen. Yes, dear, but that's not what I need to tell you. The magic I used is borrowed magic and will only last till midnight. At the stroke of 12, everything will return to its natural form. Midnight? Yes, dear, you must be gone before the clock strikes 12. All right, I understand. Thank you so much, fairy godmother. You're welcome, dear. Wait till the prince sees you. You look. Oh, but we mustn't waste time. The hour is late and the ball's already started. And Cinderella, don't forget, midnight is coming soon. As kids, we all enjoyed a well-told fairy tale. Some of us turned our sofas into forts where we would pretend to fight in defense of Narnia. Ooh, the tree in the backyard would become a dragon guarding a vast treasure, or the local park would transform into a magical land trapped in the strong grip of evil. But now we're grown up. It's time to put childish things behind us. We've reached point where we've decided to stop playing make-believe and face those cold, hard facts of reality. We decide that there is no damsel in distress, no kind wizard, fairy godmother, or handsome prince to save the day. Let's face it, fairy tales got nothing to do with reality. Or do they? Once upon our time, in a land not so far away, lived a girl. Mom! Mom! You seen my cat? Little girl. Oh, here you are. You were hiding again. Did you hear the news? Grandma Pat was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, and that last trip she had left her immobile. I wish there was more that I could do, but at least I have my license so Mom doesn't have to drive me everywhere, right? I wish, little girl, I just wish. But what good does wishing do? The fairy tales I've read since childhood are nothing but figments of my imagination. As colorful and creative as they are, they do nothing to help my family. No. The Bible hasn't helped either. Think about it, little girl. God is supposed to be loving, supply our every needs, and all that sort of stuff we learned in Sunday school. But here I am, with a grandmother who's near death, a great-grandmother who's wasting away on a hospital bed in some nursing home, and I've just been diagnosed with some unidentifiable thyroid disease. I see people who don't serve this God prosper better than those who are his servants. Christianity is just a crutch for those who haven't the intelligence to survive on their own. Yeah, everyone says I have to go to Bible college, so I don't go out into the world unprepared to defend my faith. They don't even know I never made this faith mine. I pretend, quite effectively, that I believe what they believe. It makes everyone happy, but it's just not who I am. I don't have any more time for this religious stuff. I want to go to Northern Arizona University, major in theater, perform on Broadway, and live my life. They don't want to listen. I've tried to make them see things the way I see them, but it's no use. I wish I could break free like my brother Mike did, but I can't. Why am I such a people pleaser, little girl? I outwardly bow and scrape and cater to their every whim and will, but on the inside, I'm mocking them. I'm laughing at them. I'm rejecting them. You're right. I'm afraid of showing weakness. True, unadulterated weakness. I can't let anyone in it. That's when they find out how undesirable I am. I've been mocked my whole life, I know. But at least I'm strong. Yeah, and it's my strength that keeps me alive. And it's my strength that will continue to keep me alive. You're my only confidant, little girl. You're the one source of comfort I have in this life. Don't worry, I'll tell you before I graduate about my college decision. Thanks for listening. I can always count on you. I love you too. Darcy, you need to get ready for church. We're going to be late for Sunday school. Mom, I have a really bad headache. And it hurts really bad. I've had it for 2 days. Darcy, take some Excedrin. Those usually help you, don't they? Oh, where are my earrings? I thought I just had them. They're underneath your Bible. And I already took some Excedrin, Mom. It's just, it really hurts. It's one of the worst I've ever had. Darcy, you missed church last week because you had a fever. I really think you ought to go this week despite your headache. Hey everyone, are we ready? Darcy, why aren't you dressed? have a really bad headache, and I'd rather hide from life than be forced to deal with all the imbecilic, moronic people they're in. Darcy, watch your mouth. Mom, I'm 17 years old. My speech and language habits aren't about to change now. Darcy, do not talk back to your mother. Go upstairs and get changed. We will wait for you in the car. Fine. Don't expect me to be Miss Mary Sunshine. Darcy, I don't understand why you've had such an attitude problem lately, but this has to stop now. Forget this. Forget this. I can't pretend to be some perfect Christian good girl because I'm not. I have issues. No. I have novels. I can't pretend that my problems are few and far between. They're just one giant monster that never seems to go away. I can't pretend that my life is in perfect order and everything has a place and everything's in its place because I'm a mess! Darcy, stop yelling this instant. Go upstairs and get dressed. This is your final warning before I ground you and personally remove all your books from your room. Phone's ringing. You might want to get that. Chip, just go answer the phone. I'll make sure Darcy gets dressed. Hello? Steve. Vicky, it's your stepdad. Hold on. Steve, take a deep breath. Calm down. Go over that again. All right, we're on our way. Is everything all right? Is Mom okay? Steve said she wouldn't wake up. We're going to have to skip church today and go to your mom's house. I suppose it means I have to stay here. I have a headache. Yes, Darcy, that's right. You do have to stay here. Don't think we won't be continuing this discussion later. All right, just drive safe and let me know if she's we will. If there is a God in this world, that was a dirty trick. My mom's loyal and serves you. In fact, I'd name her one of your choicest servants. And here you are, taking her mother, my grandmother, away. What will you do next? Take away my great-grandmother so my dad will be miserable? You might as well. And then what will you do? Take my cat. Take little girl. You just might as well, since you seem so intent on ripping everything I've ever known and loved from me. But bring it on, God. I refuse to go down without a fight. Darcy's story at first seems to follow the pattern for fairy tales. Initially, she's a good girl who loves her family, adores the cat, and just enjoys life. But time passes, and life gets tough. Her struggle takes place inside and out. She hides behind a plastered smile, but screams defiantly inside. Her grandmother died that day, and before another 24 hours had passed, her great-grandmother died as well. And as if God had indeed taken her up on her challenge, the precious little girl disappeared, never to be seen again. All this tragedy should have been the catalyst to cause her to look for help, to turn towards the light. But instead, she fled deeper into darkness. And though she could not stand the mention of the Bible, God, or the cross, she registered to attend, let's call it Fairy Tale Baptist College in the Western United States. Darcy determined that place and those people wouldn't change anything. She would continue down her chosen path. And if that caused anyone else grief, well, that was their problem. Hi, my name's Terry Hefner. I'm really excited that you're in my room. I'm from Hawaii, and I'm your room leader. I'm Abby Rogus from Florida. It's a pleasure to meet both of you. Hey, everybody. My name's Lynn Boyke. I'm from Michigan. Oh, you're going to be my bunkmate? That's awesome. You know, do you want the bottom? Because if you want the bottom, you can have it, whatever you want. No, it's fine. You can take it. Are you sure? Because, I mean, the bottom's so much more comfortable. No, really, I will defer to you. Now, you're positive, because I really don't. Would you just pick one? Okay. Does anyone have any questions about the rules? Oh, I have one, Terry. You see, I didn't read anything in the handbook about having a cartilage piercing. This won't be a problem, will it? Yeah, I don't know. I have to check the rule book. I'm not sure. Yeah, but, I can check. That would be fine. But, I'll just probably get a retainer for it, and I don't want it to close. I have this thing about not changing myself for anyone. Okay. Just, stay within the rules and, don't get into too much trouble. And, I promised Lynn and Abby I would show them around, so, yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna unpack. It was nice to meet you. Nice to meet me. Did, what was her name again? Did Abby seriously just say that? I mean, is she oblivious to my abrasiveness? I went out of my way to distance myself. Maybe it's like Todd says. Some people can look past the surface, beyond the walls, to the real person. Todd, that's another situation I'm completely confused about. He's nice, but I can't get emotionally attached. The whole friendship probably won't even work, but I don't know. And that's the thing, I always know. Most of the time I know. Ever since Grandma Pat died, my world, my reasoning has been muddy. I look out my window, and there, right there, are people with joy on their faces and contentment in their demeanor. What do they have that I don't have? I'm the one with intelligence to go places. I'm the one who hasn't been duped, and yet I'm the one who's most miserable. One with some gaping hole inside of me. Forget it. I don't need what they have. I'm a lone ship. I sail alone. For there is one alone, and there is not another. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother. Yet his eye is not satisfied with riches, neither is there no end of all his labor. It's been a long time since I've heard from you. As for me being alone, that's your fault. You're the one who took everything dear away from me, my grandma and my cat. You took my best friend, you sent her across the country and gave her a boyfriend, so she doesn't even have the time for me. So it would seem that I do better on my own, that I thrive when I'm alone. Two are better than one, for they have a good reward for their labor. For if the one fall, he will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. I'm not listening to this, because I will not fall. Everything that was ever dear to me is gone because you took it away from me. Marley's in Yuma, Heidi's in Virginia, my cat is dead. Life is safer on my own. I'm better on my own. I will live independently without them, and most certainly without you. You aren't even real. But how can one be warm alone? For if one prevail against them, two shall withstand him, and a threefold card is not quickly broken. Just stop it. Just stop it. I'm intelligent, and I refuse to give into a religion that is based off of nothing but a bunch of fairy tales. The Bible was written by men no better than Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, Hans Christian Andersen, and that French woman who wrote Beauty and the Beast, whose name I can't even pronounce. just go away, because I refuse to be duped, and you cannot pull the wool over my eyes. So just stop filling my head with thoughts thoughts of doubt. Darcy successfully blocked out any prodding of the Holy Spirit. She completed her freshman year at Fairytale Baptist College and surprisingly made a few friends. Because of her carefully crafted facade, many ceased to worry about her spiritual condition and even believed she had gotten right with the Lord. At the beginning of her sophomore year, she was pleased to find in attendance her dear friend, Marley. And it was through Marley that Darcy would meet the one who would be the fuel to light a life-altering fire. Marley, Marley, you'll never guess what happened. Whoa, you and Darcy look out of breath. Are you guys okay? Well, you see, what happened was, I'll tell the story, don't worry about it. See, what happened was, she knew that I had something that I wanted to tell her, and I knew that she had something she wanted to tell me, and we both kind of knew it was the same thing, but both of us being stubborn, none of us wanted to say it first, so we kind of like kept arguing, even though she knew that I knew that she knew, and I knew that she knew that she knew, and Clark, slow down, because I'm sure Marley can't understand a single word you're saying. I'm sorry. It's the southern boy in me. Yeah, that and your mama jokes. Oh, hey now, don't be talking. Your mama's so bald, she makes Mr. Clean jealous. Oh, yeah, Mr. Alabama, your mama's so skinny, she has to do laps and Cheerios. Hey, guys, you're very inventive, but I really want to know what's going on. Marley, since Clark's no great communicator and I am capable of talking at a normal rate of speed, I will continue what he tried to start. So we were walking along, we both kind of knew the other had something they wanted to share, and we were both stubborn, so neither one of us wanted to say it first, so we kind of like started throwing rocks at each other. You threw rocks? Are you guys crazy? Well, we'd have to be the Clark. Marley, remember that phrase that flattery turns bachelors into husbands? Well, he's a few steps slower than that. Don't give me that look. But I would like to introduce you to Clark Williams, boyfriend of Darcy Black. Darcy, no way. You said you would never date him because of the yo mama jokes you told the first time you met him. Well, let's just say God made me very persuasive. Even the best part, Marley. I'm going to Grimm's College of Fairy Tales together. The one in Tennessee? The one and the same. You see, I knew the moment that I met Darcy here that she was not a fairy tale Baptist kind of girl. She was more of a Grimm's girl. Well, you know me, I stand out wherever I am. We are celebrating over some coffee in the Silver Wand Cafe, and we would love for you and Griffith to join us. Oh, please do, Marley, because we're just so excited about starting this new chapter of our life. We want to share the joy. A year to the day they met, they transferred to Grimm's College of Fairy Tales. Clark and Darcy became a serious couple and even started planning their wedding. It wouldn't be long before they could share with their parents the depth of their love. All seemed to be going well, but Darcy never knew that when she traded the land of sunshine for the land of sweet tea, she would learn just how alone she was. Settle down, class. Welcome to personal evangelism. Now, most of y'all are freshmen, so that is just one of the reasons why I love to teach this class. As pastor and president of this institution, I do not always have time to go out and meet new students. You already met me, thanks to my brother James. Really? What did you think of him? More grandfatherly than Pastor Sistine of Fairy Tale Baptist. I know. It's great. It never ceases to amaze me how every time I teach this class on soul winning, at least one person accepts Christ as Savior. And I hope if any of you doubt your salvation, you will come and talk to me about it. And the thing is, salvation isn't something you never settle. Get it settled. Get right with God and plug into a ministry. Now, the motto of this ministry is truth, friendship, and world evangelism. Would anyone like to take the Bible and expound on these points? It never ceases to amaze me how every time at least one person accepts Christ as Savior. That's you, Darcy. Ugh, you again? You're wrong. I got saved when I was little. Remember? I was in the car, Mom was taking me to Awanas, and then I prayed the prayer. At least, I am saved because I grew up in a Christian home with good parents, and I'm saved because this is just Satan telling me that I'm not saved, so then I doubt why I'm even here in the first place. You should talk to your mother about your doubts. You haven't called her in weeks. No, I will not tell her. There's no one to tell. Not even Clark. Aren't you planning on marrying him? Yes? But I can't tell him. I don't know why. I just can't. You could never tell him how you doubt the two of you are right for each other. You could never tell him how you want to go back to Fairy Tale Baptist College. You can never confide in him your own doubts of salvation. Stop. Please stop. Who am I kidding? I'm pretending. I've always pretended. It's all I've ever known to do. It keeps my heart safe and it keeps people away from me. I remain impervious to the storms that people go through. I should have never left Fairy Tale Baptist College. I know he's not the right one, but I can't admit it. I can't. I'm saved. I really am saved. This is... Just get thee behind me, Satan, for I know I'm a child of the King. Talk to your brother and your sister-in-law, Jake. They live near you. All right, just not today. I've got projects and stuff to work on. Darcy, you've only been out here for a month and a half. You need to plug into where you are and finish something, baby sis. I know, James. It's just everyone that cared for me is back in California. That's all where all my real friends are. Sure, there's Clark and Sarah, but other than that, I have no one. These Southerners make fun of me for being from California. I know. They asked you where your surfboard was. I understand. I went through the same thing when I moved out here to attend Ambassador. But you can't let it get to you. Besides, you're the one who said it was God's will for you to transfer out here. And if that's true, God will give you the strength you need to finish and finish well. Hey, pretty lady, try smiling. You're more than halfway through your first semester. It's going to be harder than when you were at Fairy Tale because you're 3 days away from home rather than 3 hours. I know, Jane. If I thought it was hard at Fairy Tale Baptist, it's even harder here at Rims. That's your own doing, Darcy. It's your own fault. No one pulled your arm. No one made you come out here. It should be a bonus that Clark is here. He's your boyfriend and cares a lot about you. Have you told him about your struggles? No! I don't trust him enough to tell him. I'm afraid to tell him. I think the two of you should talk and pray about it together. God will give you the strength you need, Darcy. You just have to ask him for it. So I've been told. Okay, I'll tell him after break. I'm sure you're right. I'm sure he would be willing to help and wouldn't want me to leave. I guess it would be hard to leave him. we're praying for you, baby sis. We love you. We're right behind you, okay, Bear? Thanks, James, for reminding me of that nickname. We do love you, Darcy, and we are here to support you. Just because we're newly married doesn't mean we're not gonna make time for you. We don't want to see you fall flat on your face. So you'd be like the threefold cord in Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, a lot like that threefold cord.
Clark, I don't know how to tell you this, but I've been struggling a lot with a lot of different things, and Darcy, I've noticed you don't hide your emotions very effectively. I read you like an open book. I'm sorry. It's been hard being so far away from everything I've ever known. Well, I think Pastor Compass was right. You need to focus on here and forget about there. And until you do that, you will never come around. Clark, I was never supposed to leave Fairy Tale Baptist. Coming out here was on my own plan, so I wouldn't lose you. Darcy, I'm going to say this as nicely as possible. You left your heart in San Diego, but you are here. And you should know that if you go back to Fairy Tale, well, I'm never leaving the South again. Are you implying that if I go back, we're over? More or less. How could you even think that? Don't you want to marry me? Isn't that a for better or for worse kind of institution? Darcy, don't overreact. We're not even married yet. No, but you have the ring. You just have to get it resized, and we've looked at dates and venues, and I looked at wedding dresses. Those big puffy ones that you like that I'd never be caught dead in. Forget it. I'm through with this. I'm done. No more hypocrisy, no more games, no more lies. I want transparency. I want the truth. Darcy, quit overreacting and calm down. I have to go practice for my voice jury, all right? We'll talk about this later. All right, that's fine. I'll be fine. I'm fine. Tell someone. No, I can't tell someone. I'm going for a drive.